Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our FusionFall retro playthrough. My name is Prizzy and we got level 24 in our last part. We got our Swampfire Nano and now we're going to continue our journey through the mid-20 levels of FusionFall Retro. We do have, these couple of parts might be a bit more confusing because a lot of the level 24 missions, I think I mentioned this before, kind of have us going back and forth between the wilds and downtown. A lot more than other levels, so there might be a lot of cutting here and there, but we will be trying to do as much as we possibly can. In this part I'm in Tech Square because, as you can see, Dexter's got a mission for us. But before that, we have nano suggestions from Brandon, Grandmaster Player, and Random Cosplayer. They suggests Vilgax, Forearms, and our newly acquired Swampfire Nano. And I definitely like this one. There is another Nano suggestion that was very heavily requested as well, much more than this one. However, we're not going to be doing Bet on Ben this part, so I figured I would change. I would wait until we actually did the mission that people wanted me to use it for. But in this part, we have a mission from Dexter. We're probably going to the wilds for a little bit, and I got a lot to talk about in terms of further planned content and stuff. So let's talk to Dexter and start off our day.
I have a mission for you.
Defend the Defenses, Part 1. This is a continuation of the Planetoid Fusion thing that we did a couple parts ago. How there's like a giant meteor coming crashing towards us. Fuse's minions are tampering with the ion cannon in Area 51.5. You need to return to Nowhere and protect the device, or Planetoid Fusion will make impact. That is what we have to do. So we're only in downtown for a little bit before we have to go back to Nowhere, but just wanted to let you know this is a continuation of Planetoid Fusion, so we kind of have to go stop that. So let's go and cut the video and do that. So we made it back here to Nowhere. Juniper Lee also has a mission for us that we're going to take before we get into this. She has two, actually, I forgot. She has Fusion Pirate's Pillage. Fusion Stickybeard is on the verge of gaining tremendous power. He's stolen the nano creation items that we've been using to improve the nanos. Uh-oh. We got a lot of those. And we have Building the Master Arsenal. I've heard about Fuse's monsters leaving behind strange weapons, but no time for that now. The desert clawheads in Area 51.5 just went berserk. So we have to defeat clawheads, we have to defeat ghoul golems. These are closer, so we'll be doing these first. We have to go through the eggplants. So the missions we have right now, Defending the Defenses is a little bit of a continuation on Planetoid Fusion. Fusion Pirate's Pillage, we've done part 1 and 2. I believe Hostel Gato had those missions for us. And Building a Master Arsenal is a continuation on Drop Your Weapons. If you remember the part where or all those episodes where we went and got like weapons from various enemies, that's what that's a continuation of. We also have a little bit of a challenge because all of our nanos are cosmics. However, luckily ghoul golems are adaptium, so it should be relatively easy to do this. Also, something that I forgot to bring up last part. I guess I didn't really forget. I just didn't have much time because we did that at the very, very end of the episode. Swampfire Nano. That's Vilgax. Let me pull him out while we do this because it makes a little bit more sense. A lot of people, I guess not a lot of people, were wondering, but like, when you look at Swampfire's nano powers, if you guys remember, he has, is this a shatter gun? 1 second. It is, okay. He has a sneak, and he has 2 sleeps. And a lot of people get a bit confused, because they're like, well, that's not really, like, Swampfire powers, you know? A lot of people think of Swampfire, they think of fire, they think of gas, they think of other things. And that's because, and I didn't mention it last time, and he says, excellent, I suppose that will keep them away for now, so we have to go back to Dexter, but first, let's go take on some clawheads. As usual, Dexter has made miscalculations. Come see me after you talk to him. Okay. Mandark does have part 2 of this mission line, but I don't believe we'll get to that today, unless we do everything else really fast. So essentially, a lot of people, me included, were confused a lot when we're like, well, why does Swampfire have sneak and 2 sleeps? That seems unlike Swampfire. And the reason is that Swampfire I guess, this is actually kind of common knowledge, but you might not know this. Swampfire was not originally supposed to be a nano in this game. When this game was initially in development, this was 2006, 2007, Ben 10 was the only one that was out of all of the Ben 10s. Like, Alien Force was not out. Alien Force came out in 2008. So, Swampfire didn't exist when this game was in development, at least in early development. And neither was Humongosaur, or any of the modern designs that you see in game now. And it's kind of funny. This is also kind of common if you've been there's common knowledge if you've been kind of around FusionFall for a while, but the aliens, there were 2 aliens. The 2 aliens that were replaced, the original people that were supposed to be in the Nano roster were Ghost Freak and Upgrade. And Swampfire was the one that replaced Ghost Freak. Humongosaur was the one that replaced Upgrade. And that is why, at least that's my theory as to why, it's not confirmed by any means, but that is my theory as to why Swampfire and his powers are a bit more ghost-like, right? A sneak and 2 sleeps. That seems something like Ghost Freak would definitely have. Humongosaurs are a bit more weird because he has like a damage, he has a snare, and he has a freedom, which also you can see for Upgrade, but that is at least my thing. Those were 2. Forearms was obviously... Forearms is obviously still in the game. He's one of the originals. But when they made the switch to Alien Force, they changed a lot of things. They changed a lot of the concepts that were supposed to be in this game. Because all of the Ben 10 characters were designed in mind of the original Ben 10 series. Which is also, I believe, why, at least my theory as to why Bellwood is not present in this game at all. Because in the original Ben 10, Bellwood is seen in like 2 episodes. Like the beginning episode and the finale. Whereas in Alien Force, it's much more prominent. In fact, it's like the main setting for like pretty much every episode. The Desert Cloud has dropped a dorsal fin. Okay. We can definitely go bring you a serrated saber. It looks like a serrated saber. Can you bring it to me? That's what I said. That's what I said, June. So that's a little bit of insight on some of the things that were supposed to be in this game previously, at least regarding Ben 10. Ben 10 was the one that changed the most drastically, obviously, because it got a new show between the initial development of the game and when it was released. So I guess a couple of examples with that would be, obviously, Ben, Gwen, would be young Ben and Gwen. I believe Ben was not supposed to be in Offworld Plaza. Ben, I believe, was supposed to be downtown. I don't think it was ever clear where he was supposed to be, but he was supposed to be downtown. Gwen was supposed to be kind of in the wilds over here, with the rest bucket, which is a big difference. The rest bucket obviously not found in the game. Also, I don't know how to get... I'm always really bad at finding a way to get up there. I think we have to go back to Pimpleback, or at least platform pretty well. But I'm actually going to run back here and go and register with Whoosh, because we need to do that. It seems like it would be kind of useful considering we're going to be traveling back and forth between a lot of places. But there's a Whoosh back here. But Gwen was supposed to be in the wilds. I didn't also say where. It said somewhere in the wastelands, which is nowhere, Pimpleback Mountains, the canyons, stuff like that. So probably around the same area, but she would be with the rest bucket. She'd also be like in her 10-year-old design. Vilgax, obviously, his design it didn't get changed, so he has his original. Here we go. Whoosh, hello. There we go, we did it. Now, I don't think we can actually... Ooh, there's a jump pad, but I don't think that zipline goes the way we want it to. I'm gonna check. It doesn't even... Why is that jump pad there? It doesn't even take us to where we need to go. I forgot I had a vehicle as well. I think we might be able to scurry up the side of this. If we don't, I will obviously not show that, but... No, we cannot. I don't think we can get up there. Without a rocket and a jump, at least. But yeah, that's some of the more interesting kind of parts of FusionFall. That is also why Hex and Tetrax were chosen. Hex, because he was one of the more memorable villains of the original. I personally think Charmcaster would have been better than having Hex, just because she's more prominent. She's the one that seems to be more powerful than Hex after she turns him into a baby that one episode. And she's part of the -10, and Hex was not. And Tetrax was obviously like super popular because he was in the movie, or he was in both movies. Secrets of the Omnitrix and the weird CG one. He was in both of them. So I imagine that probably boosted his popularity a little bit and was definitely like deserved him getting a spot. The other really weird one was Kevin. So Kevin had one of the biggest shifts between... Actually, speaking of Kevin, we're going to see him right now. Kevin had one of the biggest shifts between the seasons. He went from a villain to being a good guy and a main character. And initially, Kevin was supposed to be in this game, but he was not supposed to be here in Nowhere. He was supposed to be in the Darklands, like deep in the Darklands, in his like freak alien form, which is super interesting. We're going to tell June this thing. It seems very strange that a part of your enemy would look exactly like a saber with a serrated blade. I'll study this and see if I can make sense of it. So you've been finding weapons when you defeat enemies. I think I might know why this is occurring, and I know just the person who can help. So June's going to give us a new task. And I don't think we're going to be able to complete it this episode, unfortunately, but it's still very cool nonetheless. I think I know why you keep finding weapons after defeating Fuse's monsters. Are you ready for a long journey? You must find Samurai Jack in the Darklands. Super early to be doing that, by the way. Super early, but you know, we have to go find Samurai Jack. I also know a good way to get up there, but it's gonna take a little bit of time. So I think I'm gonna cut the video and show you how to get up there. Okay, so essentially all you need to do is kind of do what we did. This might not be the right actual way to get up there. All you have to do is do kind of what we did for I think one of Haas's quests. You kind of have to climb these buildings, get on these jump pads, and kind of skedaddle your way on up to the top. And that's really like the best way, at least I know, to get to the, because it's there, all the Pharaoh creeps or whatever go to the Pharaoh creeps' area. That area is kind of on like this really high perch, so it's a bit tricky to go get from the ground. It's a lot easier to do it dropping down from above. That's what we're going to be doing, at least. All you do is come up here and you kind of just like overlook this edge here, and bada boom, bada bing, there they are. Then you can leap down. Try to find a good spot, a safe place to leap down, because you do have to like kind of run to the middle of the waypoint, and you might get ambushed by these creepy monsters. If you didn't need to go to this waypoint, it'd be so much easier to just go in the infected zone and take care of them that way. But we have to find an amulet from them apparently, so we're going to be doing that. Again, when they use a Blaston's corruption attack, I get a bit nervous. If you can collect it, I will charm the amulet to determine the enemy's location. Okay. So that's the kind of plot here. Fusion Stickybeard has stolen a bunch of nano creation items, and June's plan to find him is to. Is this also? I think this is more powerful for single target, so I'm gonna use this. June's plan to find him is to charm a little amulet and use a little location spell in order to find him. Great, bring that magical amulet to me. Will do, June. Will do. We have a little bit of a fight on our hands now. We can go to fight Fusion Stickybeard. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've thought of. I mentioned most of the pre-release Ben 10 kind of stuff. At least that was their plans for it. As far as we know, there was little to no work. There was work on young Ben as an NPC because of pre-release footage and everything. And also there was a young Ben Nano. That was never meant to be a Nano that you receive in-game. That was supposed to be, at the very least, a tutorial Nano. Like a Nano to show you kind of what Nanos are. But you never were supposed to get one. Or, I guess, it would also be like a placeholder. Or at least like a test to a debug of some kind to test for nanos.
Let me see if I have a mission for you.
You did a nice job defeating those Pharaoh creeps. I'll get to work on charming this amulet. Come see me again when you are ready. I'm ready right now. I'm ready right now to go. Thanks. I know a charm that will allow us to locate Fusion Stickybeard, but can't let those nano creation items get into Fuse's hands. I've located Fusion Stickybeard, but the mummified amulet requires more energy to allow us to enter his lair. Can you help me? Of course. Defeat 10 ghoul golems. I love defeating ghoul golems, especially when I have 3 cosmic nanos on my team. We'll definitely be doing that. But yeah, that's a little bit of Ben 10 thing. It's always interesting thing of talking about Ben 10, just because that show, out of all the shows in this game, was the one that changed the most, and caused them to completely flip a lot of their development for their thing. Speaking of Ben 10, if you guys have not seen, I released a video on Friday. I guess this is going to go up on Tuesday, so this past Friday, I uploaded a Ben 10 alien tier list. And so far, everyone has told me it was really good. So I'm very much, if you were one of those people, thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to me. Because I worked really hard on that video. And you could probably kind of tell by the way that I put a lot of extra things in there that didn't need to be. I made a bunch of custom graphics. I made the tier list from scratch instead of using like one that you can find readily on Tier Maker. And I also did like a little intro sketch that I thought was at least decently funny. I do realize it kind of went a bit longer than it probably should have. But if you guys haven't checked that out, you should definitely go and check it out because I think it's pretty. At least it's a pretty good watch. I do have. There are a couple things I would have changed about it. I definitely would have put Ghost Freak a bit harder than I actually did. Excellent. The amulet has gained enough magical energy. Defeat 10 or 12 desert clawdads. June. What do you think I'm made out of? 12 desert clawdads. Those things are tanky. My nanos don't work against them. That's not gonna be fun. But yeah, there were a few things I changed. Obviously, it's not gonna be perfect, but I really liked how it turned out. So I hope that you guys did too. I hope that I will eventually be able to make stuff more like that on the regular. Not to say these playthrough episodes are bad or anything. I'm just saying that eventually we will complete this game, right? So I can't only do this forever, right? Just physically, like I'm gonna eventually beat Fuse and the game will be over. But stuff like that would definitely be something that I want to do in the future as well. Desert Clawdads. I believe these are bigger versions of the creepy Clawdads from Leaky Lake, which is kind of cool. Like again, it is a re-texture, or they're just reusing an enemy that they already used. However, they did change the size, which is kind of neat. And also the creepy Clawdads weren't really that common in Leaky Lake. I think you fought them for one entire mission, so it's not like it was too crazy. In terms of fighting them, they were very out of the way. And also, like if these guys were wild cogfish, like different like desert cogfish or whatever, that would kind of be annoying. Because cogfish were super relevant to Leaky Lake, but I think the Clawdads are fine. Honestly, this is one of the few occasions where reusing an enemy I think works well. It is a bit weird seeing Clawdads in the desert considering they are fish, but there's got to be a good reason for it, right? We also are only halfway done with our goal of taking out 12 of them. I also am going to head on back to nowhere before I go into Fusion Stickybeard's lair to take him down, because our inventory is full, and I won't be able to complete the quest if it is full. So. Also, forums is super useful. Oh, speaking of the Ben 10 like tier list that I did, a lot of people were asking me out of the four Ben 10s, like Ben 10 Alien Force, Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, Ben 10 Omniverse, which one's my favorite? And I think that is my opinion of the matter is that Omniverse is the best. A lot of people don't like Omniverse because the art style and you know, Quen and Kevin aren't readily featured, and the aliens are kind of weird. But personally, I think Omniverse is the best because it kind of uses every single alien that he's already had. He has access to every single alien. Obviously, there are 3 that he doesn't use, but he has access to them. He just never uses them. I think that the art style is fine. I think that the humor is a lot more close to the original, which is really good. Because if you haven't watched Ben 10, the jump from the original series, which I think is the second best, by the way, just a close second behind, because the original series is really good. The jump from the original series to watching Alien Force is so jarring. The amulet is fully charged. Please bring it back to me. Okay, we have to go back to June anyway, so we're gonna be able to sell some stuff. But while I walk back, the jump, at least my first reaction, because I watched a little bit of the original as a kid. I never watched Alien Force, and I watched like the premiere of Ultimate Alien as a kid, and that was it. The shift in tone, especially from the original series to Alien Force, is just, in my opinion, not very fun to watch. I know a lot of people disagree with that. I know a lot of people I talked to in my Discord said that Alien Force is their favorite one. But at least the first couple episodes, it's so serious. Like the original Ben is all about Ben just being completely goofy, being a complete goober, and still getting the job done, like, and still learning like valuable lessons about growing up, you know, which is fun to watch, entertaining, and there's like a bunch of jokes in the show. There's like one entire joke in the first couple episodes of Alien Force, and it's really weird. Everything's so serious, which I can definitely like get on board with, like having a more serious show. Or at least open crates and sell things. But I don't know. It just didn't feel like the Ben that I had just watched with the original. Did we get anything good? I don't think we did. Emerald Angel shoes are better than our Dynamo shoes, but like, I like the Dynamo set a lot better. I got some gumballs. I guess I can. I probably should have used my gumballs. Hold on. I'm gonna delete these. I'm gonna use some gumballs before I actually go in the infected zone. These are also better. I feel like our armor is slowly becoming less and less relevant. Hopefully soon we'll get some that look a little bit better, but for now we'll keep that. Oh, this is a lot better than our ultra rare pistol as well. Okay, I'm not gonna sell the ultra rare pistol, but I am gonna sell the rest of this stuff, because that's what we're gonna do. These are ballet shoes, uncommon. Nah, we'll get rid of them. We got everything we need on right now, and also we'll probably be getting new shoes, like, or new armor relatively soon. That is also better and probably looks just as cool. I'm gonna keep, not that. I'm gonna keep the frappe because I like the frappe. But June, we have a magical amulet for you.
Let me see if I have a mission.
Great work. The mummified amulet is fully charged. You should now be able to cross the threshold into Fusion Stickybeard's hideout. Good work. Are you ready to take down Fusion Stickybeard? Yes, we are. We can now use the mummified amulet to track down the missing nano creation items. Fusion Stickybeard is behind us, so I hope you're ready for a fight.
Stay focused.
We also got an email from that? We did. We cannot let the nano creation items get into Fuse's hands. If he uses them to develop even more powerful fusions, this war will continue forever. Please put a stop to this. I know you can do it. And we also have a mission to do something for Blue, but we will get to that last part, or next part, because that has to do with the spaceport. But we have to go to Fusion Stickybeard's lair, which is deep in. Also, I can definitely use Swamp Fire here. I didn't even realize, so a little bit of a way to prevent the eggplants from seeing us, even though they kind of made a nice little path for us. I know most of the time that's not really the case. That's super nice. I think it's because we've been killing, and I think a couple other people around this area have been killing all of the ghoul golems for these quests. But we have to go on a little bit of a trek inside 51.5. We've done that a couple times now. Fusion Vilgax, Fusion Gwen, and now Fusion Stickbeard. I believe those are the only 3 fusions that are in here. And once again, we got to face this without any kind of movement nanos, which is going to be a bit tricky. Oh no, the platform's desynced. That happens when you first enter an infected zone sometimes. Kind of annoying, but you know, it's just the server kind of catching up to what you're doing. That happened in the original too a lot, I remember. Also, the next part, or I think it was the next part, we're going to be doing a lot in the spaceport. And the nano suggestion that I'm going to be using, I already know what nano suggestion I'm going to be using. I'm sure it's relatively obvious. It's what Vilgax Mandark Mojo. None of those are movement nanos. So it's going to be a bit tricky. And I know I kind of skimmed out the last time and I used Utonium when I technically shouldn't have, to kind of get through a little bit. I am not going to be doing that this time, so we're going to struggle in the spaceport for real next episode. It seems like a fun challenge, going through the spaceport, all those missions without any kind of movement nanos. Seems like a fun challenge. Actually, it doesn't seem fun at all, but it seems like a challenge. Definitely something that I'm going to try to do. I can see Fusion Stickybeard's lair, so we just have to kind of get on a rocket over there and see what we can do. Take out this fusion pirate once and for all. Head on up. I wish we could get to that cannon right now, but unfortunately we gotta wait for the platforms to show. Here we go. Get on up there. That should be enough. Yeah. Okay, so he's the farthest layer, the one I'm kind of pointing at right now. So we're just gonna kind of full blast, full speed ahead. That should be... Ooh, that actually looks perfect. Oh, no. We're probably going to overshoot. No! That looks perfect from where I was. Alright, let's see if we can get back up there somehow. There's some platforming, I think, that we can take. I probably could have maneuvered a little bit in the air to get there, but... Oh, well. Oh, well. These mummy guys are going to probably try to attack me, too. Let's see if we can get out of his way up here. You can't attack me if I'm up here now, can you? That's what I thought. All right, let's try to make another journey on over to Fusion Stickybeard's lair. It's right there. It seems super easy to get to, but it's really not. It's kind of on this isolated platform, all the way out there. Also, can I really not reach that? What? Can I not reach that wing? Oh, I can. It moves as well. I didn't realize that moved as well. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to climb up that slide, from what I'm looking at right now. No big deal. Climbing up the slide seems relatively simple. So I was worried that this episode would be too short, but it seems like after messing up a couple of times, it seems like the episode is gonna be a pretty adequate length. Probably a bit shorter than maybe people are used to. Maybe not even, because we're at 27 minutes right now. At least on the recording. Okay. This slide's a bit weird, just because there are breaks in it. It's not one continuous slide. There are a little bit of drop-offs. That shouldn't be a big problem. Slide climbing is very useful. Probably a lot easier if you have the proper nanos, but I just don't. There we go. Look at that. We're gonna hop on this car. We're gonna hop on that plane wing. We're gonna be home free. I just gotta wait for the plane wing to actually get over to where we need to be. Then we'll be home free. Even, I don't know, can we actually get on this thing? I feel like we can't. Oh, yeah, we can. Oh, yeah, we can. Oh, no, we can't. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I was trying to be crafty and maybe, like, get on that. I think you can get on it. I just am bad. King of platforming has been dethroned. Come on. Let's get on here. Then we'll be able to get there, no problem, with our new weapon. Huh. Huh. There we go. Perfect. We triggered the thing. Kurt said yipe. But other than that, I don't think we got any extra dialogue. Look out! Fusion candy pirates are everywhere. You must defeat them. This is also super cool. Obviously, we have not seen candy buccaneers in very, very long time. Almost 20 levels at this point. But it is really cool how they see. This is also one of the times where I think we're using. Oh, are we gonna die to this guy? I think we might. Yeah, we are. That's no problem. We're literally at the beginning. But this is also one of the time where I think reusing enemies works really, really well. Just because obviously it's Fusion Stickybeard. He's got to have Fusion Candy Pirates. You gotta do that. There's no way you can't do that. So I think this is another example of them working really well. And obviously, if there was another enemy in here besides Fusion Candy Pirates, I would be a bit disappointed, I think. So I'm very glad that there's Fusion Candy Pirates in here, or at least Fusion Pirates is what they're called. They're not even Fusion Candy Pirates, they're just Fusion Pirates. We have to defeat 10 of them before we actually take on Stickybeard. So I think if we go this way, we might actually not do all 10 in a row, I think Stickybeard's like around that corner. So that's another warning. If you're doing Fusion Pirates Pillage, make sure that you remember to take out 10 Fusion Pirates, because then if you actually do take out Stickybeard, it's not going to count. Also, I'm going to take out Swampfire, see if I can sneak around a little bit. I think... Oh, no, there's definitely enough Candy Pirates over that way. Okay, we're going to have to wait for our health to regen, so... Stickybeard is, like, on the other side of this wall. So we have 6 right now. I think there should be enough. There's 3 I can see right now, and I think there might be a 4th kind of around that corner. So hopefully there's enough for us to take out, unless we have to go and take out more that like respawn and stuff. Because that would be a bit annoying, don't you think? But I think we shall be fine, hopefully. Okay, we got 8. I see number 9 over here. I'm gonna sneak around. At least I'm gonna sneak around, wait for Swampfire's leech to come back online, because I can take out these no problem if I have a leech power. Yeah, they're okay. There's number 10 over there. No problem. Where is he? Okay, he's all the way back there. He shouldn't be able to see us technically. So I think we should be in the clear. At least should be home free. This guy's attacking really fast. He's hitting us twice. Great, now find future. Oh, because there was 2. I was like, why am I taking double damage? Because there were 2. Okay, so we technically did the thing. So we could just use Swampfire to sneak past the rest of these guys. No problem. The only problem is that they respawn on top of me, which is definitely a possibility. Especially this guy right here. We should be fine. That was so fun. I was like, why am I taking double damage from this guy? He seems to be attacking twice as fast. But nope, it's because there was another one behind me that I just didn't see. Where is he? Is he on top of the wall? Oh, he's right there. Okay. Well, we'll take out him first. Don't want him getting in our way. There's Fusion Stickybeard. That's crazy. Fusion Stickybeard. Is this the first time we fought him? I feel like it is. Because in the Sweet Revenge, we fought Fusion number 2. Not Fusion Stickybeard. There we go. I think we do fight him one other time after this, but this is, I think, the first time we fought him. But obviously, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I like this design a lot. I like the Blackbeard kind of design. Let's take him out. He is... This is going to be close, actually. He's kind of chunking us a little bit. There we go. Overpower will take him out as he falls to the ground. You did it! A little bit of a treasure chest right here. We have to get the nano items back, of course.
Hey.
The nano creations are here. Go get them. I just did. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oops, I just unplugged my headset. 1 second. Did not mean to do that. Fantastic, you did an amazing job. Get out of there and come back to me. So we got to go back to the start. Luckily, we're like kind of right there. So no big deal, at least with that regard. And then we just return back to June, and I think we got to go back to Dexter, and then we're kind of done. Or at least we got a bunch more missions, so don't get me wrong, but I think that might be a good place to cut the part for this one. Just because we did most of the things that have us take us to the wilds. I believe there's like 1 or 2 more things that have us do, but they're kind of infused with the other ones. Let's head on back. Let's sneak this time. We can sneak through. Sneak's a bit weird in this game because sneak gets better the higher leveled you are compared to the other enemies. So these enemies can technically still attack me. There's only a chance that I'm kind of hidden from them. Let me see if I can show that off. Yeah, he's attacking me, even though I'm sneak. That's because I got a bit too close to him, but obviously the radius is a lot shorter, so you can sneak through them easier than you would without. The thing, it's just not. It doesn't make you completely invincible to being attacked by monsters. June, I have something for you. Fuse was planning to send the nano creation items back to Planet Fusion to create a new breed of monsters. Scary thought. I'm glad you got them back in time. And we got a 899 Hornet, or the B99 Hornet. My bad. That looks like an 8 in the front. Thank you so much. Your assistance has been invaluable. And had Fuse gotten these items, Fusions would have become more powerful than ever. You're a hero. I already knew that. I already knew I'm a hero. We're not going to go to Samurai Jack this episode, and there's a reason why, and I'll tell you that next episode. But we got to go back to Dexter, so I'm going to cut the video, and I'll be right back. We're back here in Dexter's lab, and we're ready to return to him after we defended the ion cannon. Way back at the beginning of the part. Hopefully the ion cannon is now safe thanks to the ghoul golems. Excellent work. Thank you for taking care of those ghoul golems. I wonder why they suddenly lost interest in the ion cannon. I don't know. And we actually do have one more mission that we're going to be doing this part. I realized that it'd probably make a lot more sense transitioning into the next episode. So we're going to head on over to good old Mandark Industries, because we have a little bit of a thing. We have a little bit of a quest that we have to do from the big Mandark M himself. You can see it glowing in the breeze. I mean, it's just no secret about it. It is part 2 to defend the defenses.
Let me guess.
When I gave Dexter the ion cannon, I removed its tracking software, and now Dexter will fail, and I will save the planet from Planetoid Fusion. Can you help? I mean, I feel like I have no choice. We have to go talk to Vilgax. Oh, so this also kind of there's a lot of feuding going on between Dexter and Mandark and Mojo and Vilgax and everything. All of that will come to a head in the next part. We're gonna take a little bit of a flight over to Off-World Plaza. We have some new crates to open. Green jacket, nothing crazy. We already have that. We already have that weapon. Nothing crazy there. Eagle cockpit gun, not as good as what we currently have. The Mega Shield pants are better, and I think they look really dope, so I'm gonna put them on. There we go. That's what we'll be rocking for now. But yeah, everything will come to a climax essentially during the next part, because there are a lot of missions that we have to do from Ben and Vilgax, and it's gonna be a nuts time. Next part's gonna be really chaotic, probably really long, honestly, and hopefully really fun, because we have a couple more things to do. We also have to eventually go to the Darklands to talk to Samurai Jack. I have a good reason as to why I'm not doing it this part. I promise. And everything will make sense, at least potentially next episode. So you can see Ben and Vilgax both have some missions for us, but we're not going to be worried about that right now. All we're doing is talking to Vilgax for what reason? I will stop Planetoid Fusion with my ballistic accelerator. I need Vilgax's surface-to-orbit missile array. Okay. Whatever you say. So Mandark wants my surface-to-orbit missile array? Very well. And he also has missions for us. Ben has some missions. Yeah, this is going to be definitely where most of our next part is going to be taking place. We want to go back to Tech Square. We have to deliver the array to Mandark. You got the missile array? Bring it to Mandark Industries now. I'm on the way. The monkey can only fly so fast, dude. But yeah, without that, we will be kind of... or with this, we'll kind of be setting ourselves up very nicely to stopping the internal conflict that will come from Bet on Ben. Next part, Bet on Ben will be... I believe Bet on Ben... from my understanding, Bet on Ben is one of the best mission lines on the game. One of the fan favorites as well, just because of how unique it is compared to all the other quests. And it's really cool. And we'll definitely be talking a lot about it in the next part when we actually end up going to do it. The only problem is it takes place in the spaceport, which is not a good area for it to take place in. But we'll be doing our best in that regard. Let's fly on down. Let's head on over to Mandark, Mandork as they like to call him. And let's skedoot. All right, Mandark, we got you a missile array of some kind. I don't know what you need it for, but gasp in awe as I invigorate Vilgax's army into my brilliantly designed ballistic accelerator. Only a genius could possibly combine alien tech with human tech. Ha 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 ha. With this surface to orbit missile array, my ballistic accelerator will shoot down Planetoid Fusion before Dexter.
Goodbye.
And I guess we'll leave it on that little cliffhanger. Thank you guys so much for watching this part. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like on the video. I really appreciate it. Also, comment below your nano suggestions. I'll probably get to them in a future part because I already told you what I'm using. I'm using next part. I'm using what Vilgax Mandark Mojo, just because of how thematic it is to Bet on Ben. You'll see that if you don't quite understand it right now. Also, leave a feedback with also leave a comment with your feedback. I said that in the wrong order. Leave a comment with your feedback, and I'll definitely get to doing stuff like that. I definitely want to improve the playthrough and make it the best it could possibly be. Also, if you guys would hit that subscribe button with notifications on, it would really help out a lot. It really help the channel out a lot. I really do appreciate every single person that does that. You guys mean the world to me. And if you do, turn on notifications, ring the little bell, and you tell me in the comments, I'll give you guys a crispy shout out. So I'd really like to thank today. I would like to thank Blue Zero for turning on notifications. Thank you. You're awesome. I really truly appreciate it. If you guys want to see what nanos I have currently, these are all the nanos I have. Make a little suggestion using those, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.